Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Ohio Guys here. I'm Christian Ocampo, and today I'm being joined by Brian Mathis. How are you,
Hey,
sir?
hey, how you doing? It's great to be here.
Good. It's great to have you here for an interview.
And my pleasure.
Right, sir. Since we have you here, we have some questions we'd like to ask you. First of all, what is it like working in the industry today?
Hmm. Uh, First of all, it's really exciting in as far as the anime world. It is really exciting. There's so much product out there, and there's so many shows, and there's so many cons, and there's so much presence out there, and it makes it more fun for us, and it makes it more fun for the fans. I mean, there's just so much going on, and so many things are accessible, like with the cons and with this, what we're doing today. Excuse me, what we're doing today, and so yeah, I think it's really exciting what's going on in the industry.
Awesome. Well, since your time in the industry, what is your favorite show you have worked on?
Okay, I I have to say, even though it sounds biased, Ancient Magus Bride is my favorite show. Just because for so many different reasons. I love the character of Elias, and I love the story between him and Chisei, but I also love the artwork of Magus Bride. I just think it's beautiful to look at, and there's just so many rich characters in that show, and so I really enjoyed getting to watch it after they got it all finished. Um, I That's probably my favorite out of 40 plus 50 plus titles that I've worked on. But yeah, it's my favorite.
All right. One of the questions of the shows you worked on, and this one's on Toonami already. What was it like
Mm-hmm.
working on Black Clover?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, Black Clover is is just for well, I play the priest in Black Clover, and so it's fun for me because it's kind of outside of my what I'm normally cast as doing with either really scary aggressive characters or like in like uh, Monkey D. Garp in One Piece. Uh, he's really dark and scary and very gravelly, and the the priest in Black Clover tends to come in and out of emotions all the time. He's always crying or he's getting really emotional and all this kind of thing, and so he's just kind of a pushover. So he's been a lot of fun to work on uh, because he's just so different from everything else that I've done.
Awesome. All right. Another show that has live action in it. What was it like working on Fairy Tale?
Oh man, Fairy Tale is so great and has such a following, and playing Macau has been fun because he sounds more like me,
Hmm.
just my normal speaking voice, really. Um, and it was fun to do that, to play off of Todd Habercorn and and everybody, and also take him through a transformation of older Macau and really young Macau, and he goes through these different looks where he's got a mustache at one point, and it looks really funny. But um, I enjoyed that show a lot too. I enjoyed that show a lot too. But Fairy Tale just seems to have this great following. I saw this awesome picture the other day from one of the cons recently, and this guy had this amazing fairy tale tattoo with Natsu's face inside the fairy tale logo. It was it was really impressive. I was like, man, that is some dedication. I loved it, so it was really cool.
Yeah, it's one of the popular shows out there.
Yeah.
All right. And here's another question, and this one has more action. Hero Tales. What was like
Oh,
on it?
Hero Tales. That one. I also love that one too. Got to work with Tyler Walker on that. He was directing that one, and uh, uh, I I I got to use another part of my voice where everything was very dark and heavy and super over dramatic, and I got to do a lot of fighting in that one, and uh, but I also I've commented on this before. I love the way Hero Tales looks. I like that kind of historic thing about it. That it looks like you're watching something from, I don't know, like the Seventh Samurai or something. It's just I love the historic look of it. But that's another show that I enjoy watching that I'm a part of. So fortunate for me.
All right. And since you really touched on this one, what was like looking on the ancient Magus Bride?
Oh man, that has been so much fun. And working opposite of Danny Chambers as Chise, she and I were never in the studio at the same time, and so we probably did 5 or 6 episodes before we ever met each other. So it was really kind of exciting when we finally got to meet each other, because we'd been saying lines opposite of each other for so long, and uh, I was watching some of Magus Bride recently and watching the development of Elias and the voice of him, and where Macau sounds like me, kind of like I'm talking right now. What I told somebody the other day is Elias sounds like me when I'm having a coffee conversation or something. So he comes a little more, yeah, it's a little more breathy and very relaxed, and people start falling asleep and that sort of thing. And but we had such a good time, and Kyle Phillips is such a great director, and he got so many great ideas for me, and he talked a lot about how the approach of his voice and his accent, or a lack of an accent, even though they're in England, but Elias is not really English, but he can travel to different places and that sort of thing, and they never really say where he's from, so I kind of have this general kind of accent, and so we had really come to the idea that it would be better not to give him a English accent and let some of the other characters around him have the odd dialects or the interesting accents. So, but it's been a lot of fun. We actually did some recording the other day, some kind of post recording on on one of the episodes that I had done. That'll be on the DVD that comes out later this year, I think. I think I can say that. And on the simuldub, it'll get I think redone, reposted. But it's been the show has been so much fun to watch. It's been fun to watch all of the cosplay that has come out. Oh, the cosplay for this show is off the hook. It's some of these guys that are making these Elias costumes with the skull and everything, they're spending a lot of time and energy to make these things, and they're so impressive. And it's really getting me excited, because I'm not doing my first con at least until April of next year, and it'll be in Oklahoma. And so I'm really excited to see who shows up and what kind of Magus Bride fans will be there, and that sort of thing. And it's been fun to watch the fan base grow on that show too. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would cheer you for a show like that.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to get my DVD copy.
Yeah.
All right. Now switching up the genres now. here's a space opera for everyone. What was that working on Star Blazers 2199?
Oh man, I had okay. I had completely forgotten. Excuse me. I had completely forgotten that Star Blazers was also a TV show in the 90s. Is the early 90s? And I can remember seeing that occasionally on Saturday mornings. And I completely forgot about it until I had gone online and watched a couple of episodes on YouTube. And I immediately remembered it when I heard the theme song. I was like, oh my gosh, this is in the back of my memory. I completely forgot about it. And this new version, and I know I talk about a lot how really beautiful things look, but I love the way Star Blazers look. It's so smooth, and all the action scenes are just so brilliant. And playing Captain Okita has been a lot of fun too, because I got to use a different place in my voice to represent him, and there's been a lot of nice things said about that show and my work on that, and I've been really proud of it. So I'm looking forward to meeting any of the Star Blazers fans out there. So I had one friend of mine, her husband reached out to me and was like, I can't believe you're on Star Blazers 2199. I can't believe it. It was my favorite show when I was a kid, and I can't wait to see the dub, the anime, and everything. And I'm like, man, I'm here for you. So whatever you need, I want you to enjoy it. So there's been a lot of new fans for that show. So I'm excited about that one too.
Oh, I am too. I already got my limited edition box set pre-ordered right now.
Nice.
So I'm excited for my copy to arrive soon.
Yeah.
All right. Another space opera show that you worked on was like working on Space Battleship, Tiramisu.
Okay. So Tiramisu has got to be. I've worked on a lot of crazy shows, but Tiramisu has got to be the craziest show I've ever been a part of. And what's fun for me is that, first of all, the episodes are only like 7 minutes. They're really short, and that's fun. But in that particular show, I'm the narrator, so I get to be way over the top and really crazy in all the delivery. And then there's a few times where I actually kind of come out of my character and make commentary about how I feel about what's going on in the scene. And sometimes it'll come off really sarcastic. And Jeremy Inman is another fantastic director, and he knows me really well, and he knows how to really pull that kind of stuff out of me and really kind of poke the bear, so to speak, and really get me to be crazy and make really fun choices and out there choices. And so we've been having a lot of fun with that show.
Oh, nice! Can't wait to see that one too.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for our fun question. We like to ask everyone: if you could be any character you have played in real life, who would you be? And you can mix and match.
Oh man, I have to say it's Elias Ainsworth on Ancient Magus Bride, because he's, first of all, I think he's so cool. He is just so cool, and the fact that he's got these powers, he's got these really amazing powers, and he seems to really control his powers really well, and they're very focused, and he doesn't use them a lot, but whenever he does, it's always something like super massive. He does something really, really outrageous, or he turns into a dragon and all this kind of thing. But at the same time, he's always protecting Chisei, and I think that's why he's my favorite, and that's the one I would want to be. I would want to have all those powers. So,
All right. So, is there anything else coming out that you can talk about, or anything you want to plug in at this time?
let's see. There's a couple of new things coming out. I can't talk about them yet because they haven't released them yet. So, but I can get excited about it and say there's a couple new things coming out. Um, brand new shows. Um, I have not heard anything about a continuation of Magus Bride. Um, we will probably be the last to know, which means you guys will be the second to know as soon as we find out about that. But I know that there's a lot of people that want it to happen. But I I don't even know if if there's more manga out there of that show that's even being written, and if it is, that hasn't been turned into another season yet. Um, let's see what else. There's more Black Clover to come. There's more Tiramisu to come. Um, let's see. Um, Darling in the Franxx, which is another show that I'm working on, has got more to come.
Nice.
Uh, let's see. That's all that I can think of right now. Everything else I'm sworn to secrecy, and I can't talk about it until they release it. So, they keep that pretty tight. But yeah. And what was your other question?
There's one more that we just hit. Any Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any other social media for the fans to contact you?
Yeah, yeah. I've got a Facebook like page, and you can find me under my name, Brian Mathis. It's a like page. I have a regular Facebook page, but I don't add fans on that one. But you can certainly find my like page and follow me on that. I have a Twitter page or a Twitter that you can follow me, and that's at Sing Act Drum, which are my three skills in my life: singing, acting, and playing the drums. But you can follow me on Twitter with that, and then my my Instagram is Brian Mathis 17 is my Instagram, so you can follow me on Instagram as well. And I occasionally post from Funimation pretty often whenever I'm in the booth. So you'll see a boothy, as we call it, from me from time to time. So rather than a selfie, you'll see me occasionally on there. So yeah, please follow me on those.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate having you for this interview.
Oh, it's been great being here, man. I appreciate you guys. I'm excited about what you guys are doing, and I appreciate you getting our shows out there and getting my name out there. And it's all about the fans, and you guys are what keep us going, and you, of course, are what keeping all the cons going and all the shows and all the fan following. So it's really exciting.
Thank you for that. We're honored hearing that from you.
my pleasure, man. You guys are great. You guys, anime fans are the best in the world. So it's really great.
Thank you, Young. All right, and also want to thank our viewers for tuning in for this episode of the Ohio Guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching this video. Be signing off now. I'm Christian.
I'm Brian Mathis.
And we all see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.